Hello, hello, hi, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Thursday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I welcome you to this live. Jenny, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. You are here live. Either I'm doing it at an early time, you're catching on, or I'm doing it at an early time, you're catching on. PK, what is going on? I'm supposed to be with Peter right now. I'm supposed to be in Carolina right now, but we are not. So tonight I have a good one, man. I've been saying that a lot, but I have such a good one tonight. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Like, maybe you go to a get together, a party, or somewhere, and you just don't feel like you belong here, right? Have you ever felt like that? I know I have. I know I have, like plenty of times. Or let's just kind of expand that out. Let's say you are at a bigger event and you just feel like, let's say you're at a 2,000 people event and you feel like you just don't belong in here. Let's say you're like, I'll give you an example. Let's say if I go to a football game, I know some of you guys are gonna be like, what? Or a baseball game, I literally would be lost. I would feel like I do not belong here. Like I wouldn't know what to do with myself, you know? And so, but have you ever felt like it's bigger than that? Like you don't belong, like who wants to hear your story? I posted a post today about your sharing your stories, and I'm a firm big believer. I say this all the time: stories are meant to be shared, not stored. Um, do you sometimes feel like, who wants to hear what I got to say? You know what I mean? Like I got nothing to say, right? And or maybe you've said it once and it kind of backfired at you. I gotta kind of admit I'm like that. If I share something with somebody and just kind of just boom backfires at me, I will probably not share any more stories with that person. You know what I mean? It's just like it would be that simple. So yeah, it's like, okay, so I wouldn't share that story with that person anymore, right? So I don't feel like my stories belong, right? Now, today a friend posted a post in their story, and man, I've seen this movie a couple times way back when, and I saw this scene again today for a couple times, and boy, did it hit me! Like it hit me. And it tells you when you're at a different place in life, as you travel, as you grow, um, what used to be won't be. You know what I mean? That's kind of amazing. People would unfriend me. Yeah, you know what? I have had people unfriend me. Well, I've had people first cuss me out, unfriend me, block me, hate on me, even during my live come and just kind of drop, bombs, and I've had to block them. I've had that. But then on the other side, I've had people that have got to know me and have become real good friends and followers like yourself, you know? So I definitely go through at least one or two a week now. Used to be like one or maybe two a month, but now I go through one or two a week that I rub somebody the wrong way and they just, but stay tuned because I'm about to mic drop on this one. So this movie is a classic, and I'm probably dating myself, and so will you if you comment on the movie. The worse the story, the better it is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't tell them the whole um, scene of my story either. I haven't. So, but it's a no judgment zone here. And I'll tell you this with my followers and my fans, anybody who has been with me for a while, I mean, I've been doing lives for 4 years now. I can't believe I'm saying that. That's incredible. But 4 years I've been doing lives. But so anybody who's been with me that long, a few of you have, anybody who hates on somebody else, boom, I knock them out immediately. I don't have time for that. So I don't have time for that, and I don't allow that. So it's a totally no judgment zone here. It's just no hate, So if anybody hates, I just boom. It's just a done deal. So, but stay tuned. This movie is amazing, right? And I know you guys have seen it. I say it, and I know you've seen it. That's how confident I am. I know you've seen it. And this movie, the scene is so good. And the name of the movie is, it's Home Alone. I know, right? Such a classic movie. Who's seen Home Alone? Drop a me emoji in the comments, or love, hate stories or something. Home Alone. There's a scene in there. There's a scene in there that he is talking to this pigeon lady, if you would. Who remembers that scene? Who remembers that scene? Of course you've seen it. Who remembers that scene? The pigeon lady scene, the homeless girl, right? So he's talking to her, and they're just kind of going back and forth. And I'll give you what I want to share with you, and not the whole conversation, but this gist of it. So she at one point she tells him that, hey, listen, I wasn't always like this, And then he goes, oh, what were you like? And then he goes, well, I had a job, she goes, I had a job, I had a home, and a person I loved broke my heart and kind of ruined my life, and I ended up here, and I never gave love again, ever. And then, which kind of, in a way, when you really listen to that scene, or up to this point, it kind of makes sense in a little bit, but not to that extreme where you would, like these days, it wouldn't make sense for you to become homeless over somebody, right? So it's like really ridiculous, right? So she's all like, well, I kind of didn't want to give love after this anymore. So he turns around and says, yeah, that kind of sounds dumb, to be truthful with you. And she kind of goes, what do you mean? And then he goes, well, I had this set of skates that I was really excited about, and I got them brand new, and they were in the box, and I didn't really ever take them out of the box, except a couple times I learned how to skate with them in the room, in my room. And so after a while, when Ratan, how are you? Welcome. After a while, when I was excited to try the skates on, I went and I opened the box, and I had outgrown the skates. They didn't fit anymore. So the pigeon lady turns around and says, that's a great story and all, but human emotions and love and everything, human heart is different than a pair of skates. And he says, well, I don't really think so. Because if you know you have something, but you don't use it and put it away for a while, and when you come back to use it, you may not be able to anymore because you've outgrown it. Wow. Isn't that powerful? right? Isn't that powerful? What could be really powerful today may not turn out to be so powerful tomorrow if you sit on it. You know, if you're going through a rough time and you just made it through and you don't share the story, you sit on it 30 years from now, when you've made it big and huge, nobody really wants to hear that story anymore. Doesn't have much of a oomph anymore. I love one part how the pigeon lady says, you know, I don't like the fact that people forget you. People forget you. And I love what he said. He goes, I don't think they forget you. I think that they forget to remember you. How powerful is that? Oh my goodness. They forget to remember you. Well, if you're worth remembering, I would say, remind them. That's where you think you don't belong, like the pair of skates, but you do belong until you actually don't, right? I thought that was so powerful. That could translate into so much. It could translate into love. So many of us have been hurt and shattered over love, and we've blocked that off. We've blocked that off from others, right? Why? Because we've been hurt so bad. We just put the skates in the box, and we know we have the skates. And sometimes we even forget that, right? So if people forget to remember you, and if you are worth being remembered, then it's worthy of you reminding them. Hey, Jenny, thank you. Thank you for the stars. Jenny, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you circle back, catch the replay. I'm about to wrap it up for you guys. So if people forget to remember you and you are worth being remembered, then it's worthy of you reminding them. I think that's pretty simple, right? How do you remind them? This is not where you become annoying and obnoxious to people. You know what I mean? It's not like, remember me, you know? No, you get yourself out there, and the right people, you know, in my last company that I didn't do much, anything, in my last company, but was involved in the seminars and the conferences and stuff. I love that stuff. So in one seminar, I remember this, the owner had lost everything. The company went, the company got shut down by FTC. It's a long story, but the company got shut down. So in one of the conferences he was speaking, he said something, the owner, and I love what he said. I never forget what he said. He said when he lost everything, his dad was in Amway and, you know, all this stuff. So they were generation in to network marketing, if you would. But he said at one point they lost everything. Like they lost everything, all their teams and everything, right? And, you know, they lost people to other companies and other brands and stuff. And his dad had told him this. His dad said, you know what? You keep doing you, and the right people will come to you. And that's all it really is. If you are genuine enough and you're just, I mean, I'm pretty transparent with my story, with what I share. I'm very transparent. You know, some things are preserved to me and private to me, but what I share, I'm pretty transparent, right? Um, yeah, I was going to give an example, but I'm not going to. That's funny. But yeah, so if you're just out there and you're sharing, you're just being you. You know, you're not wearing any other masks or like, you know, you're just being you. You're just sharing your story and talking what you're talking. Then the right people are gonna come to you. Are gonna be attracted to your story. That how do you think I have attracted all you guys? I haven't paid any of you guys to come follow me, right? All you guys are here and have followed me for some of you for years because of my content and my stories and my stuff that I share, right? And the wrong people have blocked me and cussed me out and left. I've literally had people who have cussed me out, blocked me, unblocked me, cussed me out some more, and then blocked me again. I literally have had that like twice. That's like a record, I think. That's like master at getting so yeah, so oh, check being balanced. I've had those. I've had so many balances. I could have been in NBA, you know, but yeah, those are that's funny. So hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Hey, listen, I posted this in my story this morning, but I was doing a section for a while, and I don't ask me why, because I don't really have an answer. I was doing something called Thursdays with Sean, where I would interview somebody who had a cool story, right? So I was doing that for a few weeks, and then, like I said, I don't have an answer for why, so I stopped. But I do like to get that started again, Thursdays with Sean, and it was interesting because I had some really interesting guests on. So if you have a story, and I don't know, you want to share it? You want to tell me about it? Obviously, in private, send me a chat, a message. Let's talk about your story, and if we feel like it's a good story to share, then you know, we may do a Thursday with Sean with you, and I think that would be fun. Or if you know somebody who's got a really like a thick story and a rocky story, if you would, and they don't mind sharing and going live with me, then you know, let's do it. I'm open to that. So I'm cooking some stuff for the few weeks to come. But if you got, like I said, if you got a story you like to share, you like to use me, let's check it out. So send me a message. With that, hopefully you guys get some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And yeah, if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, do what you got to do. Spread the love, tag it to a couple, tag a couple people, share it, you know. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.